just playing it easy. Waiting for HU to come to them, and obviously right now, with the Uber very close to finishing, they're going to push, but just waiting for HU to come to them, picking them off one by one, and recapping, and it works for them, they're 1-0 up.
I think what we're seeing at the moment is both teams seem to be playing a little bit defensively, and it could well be nerves, because obviously, they're not used to being talked about and having people watch them. Hopefully, it might take them 10-15 minutes to get in the game, but I think we should see it open up as time goes on.
Definitely.
Yeah, especially when you're under pressure, you feel the need to do things you normally wouldn't do, to be, quicker and do cheesy stuff, basically.
Well, there's a lot of situations, and I can see that in the higher divisions as well, and as we say that, HU actually doing the Uber now against Versus, they're not really getting the best of it though. Versus retreated wisely, just holding on to trash right now, and they will be able, after the Uber runs out, and after the storm of HU has finished a bit, they can push up again to choke. D2M under lots of pressure now by one of the HU scouts, get taken down, and once again a soldier to scout down for HU in a situation they really wouldn't want to. Heavy showing up right there, stiff, the D2M from Versus doing a lot of damage against him, and with this Uber that Versus actually had, they managed to clean the entire HU team.
I did notice that HU doesn't always build the Uber, while Versus is much more thinking about building the Uber constantly.
They're definitely way more, how do you say that? Just making sure they always have a soldier with the medic, making sure they're very responsible, that's the word I was looking for. They are always building, they're always making sure their Uber is done right in time, making sure they always keep the advantage.
Alert. The control point is being contested.
Seems like Versus, on the other hand, just like HU, is not really pushing completely forward. They're taking it easy, trying to look for the pick, and after that they will be able to run up to the spire. Right now, yeah, go ahead.
Do you think that's an issue of faith in oneself, being thinking you can take them down as long as you're aggressive, or you need to have the pick and then you think you can take them?
I think D2M can confirm the fact that if you feel good on a day, obviously you're going to be much more aggressive, you're going to be much more active with your Ubers, with your players in general. But it cannot always be a good thing, especially in your first official in TF2. Take it easy and just wait for the stuff to build up. Don't rush into everything.
Yeah, it's just a confidence game. You just need to get your team playing together and listening together and just build your confidence up through the map. You've got a lot of time in this game.
I mean, right now we still have 17.5 minutes remaining. It's only 1-0. As we say that Versus actually, no, they did not manage to get the spire. HU medic going down because they wanted to block that. I'm not completely sure if HU is going to be able to hold this, especially because there's still soldier medic around the stone bridge with a scout up there. Soldier's going to clean up, scout's going to clean up, and they're going to cap this spire with the HU medic down and the medic from Versus on 75% Uber.
Not a good position to be in now.
As we said though, it's still more than 15 minutes left. If it's going to be 2-0 here, it's still loads of time HU is going to have, and they're not playing bad. It's just you need to work on the little things, showing aggression in the right spots, and making sure you defend properly.
I think we should see a quick push from Versus here. They know they've got a big advantage. They've got the whole team together.
See how Vertex utilizes how Versus utilizes that sniper. He's standing in main right now, not really getting any pressure. So Versus opts to push him right now with this Uber. That sniper could cause chaos right there.
Yeah, and it's also standing at main, just waiting to walk in basically.
One of the soldiers died from HU, but that push was not really successful. Oh, sniper actually got the medic in his view. Got a body shot off the sniper. Heavy got a headshot, and right now Versus is going to push in. That soldier did very well there. A lot of pressure on the down man. Will die. Norlanigan from HU will die, and there's only Heavy medic left on last point, but the medic does have the Uber.
Well, if they don't use it quickly, yeah, they just use it. Otherwise, they would have gone down.
I definitely did not agree with the
beautiful headshot on the Heavy.
I think that was the main thing White Source actually Ubered there, because he was standing on the point with his Heavy, saw the sniper, and even though the Heavy was on lower health than he used to be, I think the sniper made him really cause his Uber, and I'm not quite sure if I agree with that mate.
Well, they lost the high ground. I mean, obviously they had soldiers coming in above and they didn't really have a chance to go above.
Yeah. Right now, just timing-wise, Versus had a great push. They pushed in with Uber. The Uber didn't really do anything, but HU was just weak, all of them, because of the push and the defense they had to do. Easy cap right there for 2-0 for Versus. Very good start by them, and let's see if they can keep this up.
Well, you have been dominating the middle, so if they keep playing the middle and just work on their pushes, like, I really think they can get back into this game.
You have the scouts of HU going very aggressive on Valley.
Yeah, every time they really show some aggression with those scouts compared to Versus, who's just taking it easy. And the scouts from HU already having 4 down, and one of them is 30 HP. Really good work there by the enemy scouts. Well, enemy scouts, HU scouts just in general. Looks like for the 3rd time in 3 rounds they're actually capping the middle, and still they're 2-0 down. It's a bit unlucky for them right there.
We have the soldier on resupply again, and a scout going behind them. He's right now in house, just waiting for the right moment to come out.
And Versus got a spy in the front lobby as well.
He's just waiting, sees the medic, uncloaks. There he goes, once again, gets the enemy medic. 2nd time this game is done there. Xorz is not going to be happy.
You could even see the soldiers. You could even see the soldiers looking around for it, because they obviously must have noticed or thought something was coming up.
Well, something had to be up, really, because if you don't have the Uber charge, the enemy team does. They're going to push on your last point before you have the Uber. You're going to have to do something, and a spy or a sniper is great to do something like that.
Alert. Our control point is being captured.
HU still does have a large advantage. Aside from the Uber, they have more men up, and they can easily hold Spire. But
yeah, definitely.
I always feel more safer when you build outside on Stone Bridge instead of building, inside of lobby. Do you agree with that?
I think that is definitely one of the things that if you are actually having the Uber, or do not have the Uber obviously, but the enemy team does have the Uber and holding last point, just play it safe, build your Uber on Stone Bridge or even on Choke, just make sure the Spire is defended until you have the Uber.
Yeah, right now a soldier and a scout went down for Versus, and the Uber is almost going to be complete in a few seconds. I think
not really good situation for Versus to be in.
Yeah, it's just on time. They resub just on time to be able to help defending against the Uber.
Spy once again just walking out of the spawn, but HU is taking down an enemy down, man. That Spy is going crazy today. As we say that though, Jesus, Versus is taking so many kills. Where did the medic go? Did he just lose his Uber? Because I saw you had it.
Phantom Man went in, and it looked like Xorz just decided he didn't want to follow him in. I mean, they had everything ready to go, and it was quite surprising that he just left his demo to die.
I think the coordination right now in HU, especially with that spy everywhere, being very annoying to HU right now. The coordination from HU seems a bit low right now, and yeah, it's a Division 4 game, and yeah, sure, everything doesn't have to be top-notch, but it's the little things, and I'm sure HU is a team that can do that. They can make sure everything is as good as it needs to be.
And who knows, if they listen to this, maybe they'll learn something from it.
Well, that's one of the reasons we're doing this, obviously, as well, to just make sure we cost lower level games, simply because they can learn stuff. I thought I heard the
Anak is spy again top lobby.
Anak is spy again, let's see. I think the soldiers are looking for him, just firing randomly. Making sure to look for once again. Oh, it's him again! I can't believe that! 3rd time within 20 minutes of a game, and he's gonna like that so much.
Someone's going to be making a YouTube video tonight.
He's standing on the most idiotic
going to request us to cut that out, mate.
He's standing on the most random places. You don't think about them.
That's what happens if you... Oh, back up!
Oh,
hey!
Back up right there! Hey! Norlannigan right there, straight onto last point, taking 1-2. I didn't even see it.
He walked straight past the Heavy. The Heavy was standing next to the point. He just walked straight past it, stood on the point. Nothing the Heavy could have done about it.
Lovely cap right there by Norlannigan. Great props to him.
Scout to scout, internet high five, mate. Bonham.
Yeah, the amount of times D2M has done that in officials and in PCWs, that's, I think it's uncountable. This round, Versus showing some aggression, but the scouts once again through Valley. Norlannigan getting 2 frags, Cyclemate clearing up. Medic from Versus actually pretty weak right now. Oh, not actually. I thought he got 2 meat shots. That's not true.